Starting the stream up again. Should be good. Okay. Anyway. Where were we? We had just brought up Pavilion to...
I brought up Pavilion and exactly how I learned about him and that he left 20-some years ago.
Yeah, I mean... Not much has changed in Kree's demeanor, though her demeanor is typically that of disapproval. However, Solella is just wide-eyed at the idea that, like, you know Pavilion.
I would, if they're not saying anything, I would ask, like, how do you both know him?
Solella just kind of, like, stammers for a moment, and then Kree answers. Solella and Pavilion were planning to nest together.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then
she met me. She kind of like smirks and just kind of like is pleased with herself, and like if a bird could blush, boy would Solella be blushing right now. She is very her beak is like kind of red, almost like with embarrassment, we'll say.
I would ask, so what was your... Did you have a confrontation or something, or like some sort of interaction with him before he left?
I just didn't. I told him I didn't reciprocate the feelings he felt for me, and I left him for Kree, and he left the village.
Oh.
I mean, surprised, honestly, that you didn't know this, how much gossip goes around the roosts, but, yeah.
I mean, it was 20 years ago. I know modern gossip, but...
It was more than 20 years ago.
Oh, I thought he left for 20-some years ago.
It was definitely more than 20. I mean, at least almost 30 at this point.
Well, yeah, then that's longer than I've been alive, so...
Yeah, he was here before you. Embarrassing. Anyway, how was the stew, everybody? Did we all like the sunshroom stew?
Mm-hmm.
It was very good. Very, very
Excellent.
good.
I'm so glad. I would be happy to cook for all of you for however long you stay in Rito Village. Of course, plenty of room in our roost for you all if you need, though there is the inn if you would prefer a bit nicer accommodations when we get back.
Speaking of nicer accommodations, this spell's probably got about 7 hours and 45 minutes left on it, so we should definitely get to bed.
Okay. And, you know, Kree gets out of the water, gets settled with Solella, like, with the blankets and everything that she brought, as does Lo, and, you know, you guys are just kind of squeezing in where there is not water, except for probably Natara, who would much prefer to sleep in the water, I imagine. But is anybody doing anything tonight? As you guys rest?
I am going to try and fix Natara's quarterstaff.
Certainly. I believe it wasn't damaged very bad, correct? Natara? Okay, so I will say it's minor.
I got it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
I think it was about to break. I could be mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was.
Yeah,
I think it was
one more
pretty bad.
use it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
my 1d20 was a 2.
Yeah,
so.
it was really bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is really bad. Yeah. Certainly. Give me a. Do you have woodworking tools, Akila?
I do actually.
Perfect. Give me a
Well-
check with them.
I do actually. Yeah, this is my one set of tools that I actually have. All right. So what do they use?
Probably Dex.
Okay. All right. And I have expertise in them.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Is that right?
What'd you get?
A 22.
A 22. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely in better condition than it was. It's not 100%, but if she uses it, it will not break on her. And I mean, like, right away. So probably, like, another hour put into this would definitely be good enough. Unless, are you going to just stay up and put the extra time into repairing it?
I'll let her know in the morning that it needs more work, but I will go to bed then.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Um,
I will say that throughout the night, right before midnight, as everybody's kind of getting settled in, I would send a message to Lo on the sending stone and just saying thanks. That's it. And then I can hear the stone go off like from across the circle.
Buzz buzz. And she gets it. I guess it would probably wake her. Or no, you're saying before everybody's like going to sleep, right? Like as everybody's getting
Yeah, like just as everybody like just
Mhm.
settles in for the night, and then she like just puts her head down.
You get a message back, the same 2 words. Thank you.
Cool.
Anyone else?
I think Inari does a little meditation today, does a little soul searching for the voice that is inside her head at all times. Maybe being out in the cold somehow makes her feel a little more connected to it.
Give me a perception check.
All right, gang. Here we go. It's gonna be so good. Do I want to do a thing since we're... I don't think I can do a thing, actually, so we're probably fine. Yeah, we're good. I think I'm gonna have to leave it at a 16.
On a 16.
Wait. Yeah.
On a
Yeah, no,
16,
that
you sit there meditating. How are you meditating? What are you doing?
I don't think she has her eyes closed because I do think she's really uncomfortable right now, just around a bunch of new people. I think that in a way she's like just sitting there and her legs are crossed, and of course, she has her spear like on her lap, and she's sort of just staring off into space with her eyes open, and it probably looks really weird.
Yeah, you try your best to concentrate to hear that voice again, but it does not reach your ears tonight.
There. Yeah, after that, she'll just go to bed.
Anyone else?
I was just happy to be in the water. So.
Yeah, Natara, you are, it's probably been a while since you last slept in water. Probably last you did was the night you spent in that lake by Foothill Stable near Eldon, when you were on your first journey still. So it's been a couple weeks to a month almost. And if there's nothing else, eventually, you guys find yourself shivering in the morning as the warmth of the dome that shielded you from the cold has dissipated, and you all wake up with the warmth of the sun as it
But the
begins to
soup.
rise. What?
The soup protects us from the cold, right? For 24 hours?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. You'd all be fine. So yeah, when the sun hits your eyes, basically, is when you all stir first thing in the morning. You gain the benefits of a long rest after your day fighting the Lionel and traumatizing her cubs, and you are here across the way from the Trailhead Lodge, home of Cardinal Directions, and about another day away of walking from Rito Village. I will give Kree one less level of exhaustion.
I will also give or can I ask Kree for my Yiga bow back, because I never did.
Yeah. She'll give it back to you. I'm going to need to have my bow repaired. I will not be of much use if we encounter anything today.
We should be fine with all of us.
True.
Also, I have 13 arrows, so I'll just hold on to those myself. If Natara ever needs any, just let me know. But besides that, as far as a roll today, we have to cook first, right?
We did all eat last
We ate
night,
We ate
Yeah,
last
you guys are
night.
probably
Yeah.
fine for now.
Okay.
but we do want to bully this woman in the lodge, don't we?
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Some of you might.
If we're talking to her, I will help.
Yeah, let's just talk to her. I just want to go back to Rito Village.
Okay, who will do the main talking?
Why not you?
Yeah.
Because I have my finger on my nose.
This is a stupid game.
Also, yes, this is a stupid game. You should.
I think I already had my finger on
Yeah.
Natara does not
what
have
are
an
we,
nose.
what are we doing? And like wakes up with her hand on her face, like, yeah, okay.
Natara doesn't really
Right.
have a nose, though. It's more like
Natara has to go. She doesn't have a nose.
This is
Lydian,
a racist
Tara
game.
is Voldemort confirmed.
Oh my god.
This is extremely racist game.
Lydian, you have a beak. Honestly,
Oh my God.
the nose goes game for you is probably beak goes, and everybody else loses that doesn't have a
Fine.
beak.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll make sure everybody's up and at him. And even though Kree's bow does not work, I'll be like, just stand guard in case something goes wrong or we have to fight her or something. I don't know.
She's
I'm
gonna
tired.
shoot this woman.
Yeah, it's a good thing Kree doesn't have her bow.
I will knock on the front door.
You hear some rustling inside, and the door opens, revealing a very tall male Rito that kind of has sort of like a great horned owl look with like big round eyes. He says, "Who are you?"
Hello, my name's Lydian.
Okay.
And yours?
Why?
Can I ask? I don't know why you're being hostile.
Fall nashed.
Thaw mashed?
Fall
Are you-
nashed.
Fall nashed? Are you a? That's like a skateboarder name or something. Fall nashed?
We shouldn't
Okay.
have made him. We shouldn't have made him the guy who talks
Okay.
to people.
Okay, Throckmorton. All right, cool. Fall nashed. Do you have an inkling where another ranger by the name of Ken Liala might have gone?
She's inside.
She's inside?
Yeah.
Can we speak to her?
Why?
We want to ask her a few questions.
Okay.
So need to pay her for her services the other
Oh,
day.
true. Yeah. Like my friend said, we need to pay her for her services.
Oh, she hasn't had a tour for at least a week or so.
I think a little less than a week ago, we had a tour with her. She went into the mountains.
Oh, you're the ones. Oh, she's not here.
I am going to step inside of the hut. Can I do so?
Yeah, you push past him. He's kind of like he's much bigger than you are. Like tall and like kind of broad shouldered. But he's just kind of like, and you step inside. And Kenlial is in there, eating breakfast at a table,
I'm looking around for the bow. Where's the bow at?
strapped to her back.
Oh.
I will then. What's she eating for breakfast?
Oh, God.
Some kind of stew.
I brush it off the table.
Oh my god. Why did we make him the talker?
Excuse me?
That stinks when things don't go your way. When just all of a sudden something just totally derails your entire plan.
So, just for real quick, only Lydian is in here?
I imagine we're all gathered at the door, like.
Yeah, we're watching
would push past the guy. I don't know if anyone
Yeah.
else would push past him.
No, and Inari is like, this is a spectacle now. And I'm just watching.
I'm watching from outside.
She puts her wings on the table and stands up to kind of size you up. What are you doing?
I am here to pay you for your services. Thank you for leading us towards my mother. We've killed your Lionel, bitch.
Make an intimidation check. Oh fuck, you're a bard.
Why would you do this, Jedi? You've blown your NPC up.
I'm gonna give my. Well, I said it too late. I was gonna give myself bardic inspiration. If Aquila wants to give me Flash of Genius,
I don't actually, though. That's the funny part.
fine. I rolled a 10. That's about how intimidating I was.
Okay.
The whole we want to talk to her has gone completely not how Aquila wanted to go. So no, yeah, you can stick with your 10 intimidation.
You killed the Lionel.
Yep.
Why
And,
are you here? Is my payment spilling my breakfast all over the floor? Are you gonna clean
Yes.
this up?
Yeah, I am. Can I have that bow on your back, please?
No, this is my bow.
It's not. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the Rito guard.
The Rito warriors can suck a dick.
Oh.
This is my bow.
Okay. So do you want me to cast magic on you now or later?
The rest of you that have kind of pushed back and are in here, the taller, great horned owl looking Rito, Falnashed, has pulled his spear from his back and is starting to move over to the scene that is happening.
all right. Anari, I think we need to. Let's all stay calm. Lydian, there's no need to be threatening.
You're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna cast fear on Kenliala.
Getting ahead of myself.
Oh my God.
Okay, what does it look like as you cast fear? First of all, like, what are you doing? Like, as you try to before I make the save.
So I kind of Aquila says like no need to be scare her or anything, and I turn around and I say like oh no it's okay, and then I come back and my face is just like this grotesque horrid monster with like worms coming out of my eyes and like bloodshot eyes that look like guardian lasers, and it's just a fucking like a disgusting mess.
What
Lydian
is the save?
Blight Ganon.
It's a 15 whiz save.
Wisdom. Okay. It's an 11.
I add 5 to that result.
Oh.
I cast silvery barbs. Get fucked.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 7.
Oh my god.
Totally worth it.
Can you
Oh
send
my
fear
God.
just so she
did.
just has the frightened condition now? Is that what it is with you?
She has to drop whatever she's holding.
Well, it's strapped to her back, so she's not
She
holding
doesn't have
anything.
to.
Yeah, she has to take the dash action away from you to the safest available route. Yeah.
You want to chase a ranger? She is going to cover ground, dude.
Then I would just try to I would just like take the bow off of her.
Well, so she starts moving away from you, like backing up across the
Correct.
room because she can't go near you, and you're approaching her.
Yeah. Looking horrifying. I've thought about this. I've thought this through.
Lydian, does a 19 hit?
Does a 19 hit? Yes. it does.
Falnashed throws his spear at you, intimidating his coworker, basically. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and
Gotta
then,
make a concentration check.
I do.
Oh yeah, true.
Is that
Thank you.
like? How do I make a concentration check?
It's a con save.
Yeah, make a con save.
Okay.
Fail.
Fails, and it drops.
Good job, Volnash.
Roll initiative, I guess. I don't
Oh
have
my
anything
god.
for this.
Yeah.
We'll just do the turn tracker. Anybody who wants to be involved in the initiative here that is witnessing everything that's happening, can go right ahead. Oh, I guess you need to have tokens, don't you?
Yeah, we haven't.
Unless you want to manually add us, yeah.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. No, wait, that's add custom item. No, okay, I'm just gonna keep track of it here then.
So you can do it the old school way. And just...
Yeah. Alright. Roll initiative, folks.
Oh gosh.
I guess I'll roll initiative, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Yeah, I'll roll initiative too.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing anything yet, but
I don't know. I don't know why you guys said like, okay, we just want to talk to her. Okay, Lydian, you go do the talking. Why was that the game plan?
And not send the right thing in the.
Because you're a Rito and you have good charisma skills. I didn't expect you to cast fear on her and throw her breakfast across the room.
She gave us it to a Lionel. Like that was the most
Because
dickish
we
move.
charmed her and brought her out into the wild.
She's on my kill list, John. She's on my kill list. I
That's
added her to the kill list.
That's a bad list.
Look,
Bad
we
list.
have to kill her. We have to kill the clerk in.
No, this is murder hoboism. That's what this is.
It's okay. Whatever you want to call it, it's a kill list.
This is someone wronged me slightly, so I'm going to end their life.
Okay, look, I tried to pull a Batman. It might not have worked. Okay.
All right.
I was like, killing is making a choice.
Who is rolling here to be involved in this mess?
I think we all rolled.
Everyone?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Everyone is, yeah.
Okay. Akila.
14.
14. Inari.
An 8.
8. Lorhanan.
15.
15. Lydian.
8.
8. And Natara.
10.
Okay. Kenliala's going first.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's just gonna make a bow attack against you. Gonna fire 2 arrows at you, Lydian.
Okay.
Music, I guess.
I'm figuring it out. Don't worry about it.
Like circus theme.
Basically. Alright, longbow first attack. That's a dirty 20 to hit. I imagine that hits
30,
you.
20 hits, yeah.
And then I need like a... Oh, wow. That's gonna be 12 points of piercing damage on the first.
Oh my god.
And then that's a 27 to hit.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs now?
Okay, you're using your reaction now to cast Silvery
Yes.
Barbs. That's a dirty 20 again to hit.
Okay. That does hit.
Okay.
7 points of piercing damage.
So 12 on top of 7. Okay.
Oh wait, shoot, that was Kree. That was Kree's stats. Hold
What?
on.
I was going to say.
Different numbers. Hang on.
Oh, God. Okay, so I'm only taking the
Wait, me?
the first 4 points of damage.
Where did I just had her too? Here. Not that much. It is instead going to be. Oh, well, actually, her stuff is just a little bit less than Kree's, but it's the same. It's the damage is the same because it's
She
the
has
same.
a
It's the
Rita's-
same bow.
She
Yeah.
has the bow.
So, and does she
I also
have
changed
any?
I changed the music too. If you guys want to turn it up, it's a little bit quiet.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. What did you do? Is this
Oh
not
God.
approved music?
It's probably not approved.
All right, fine. We're rolling with it. Yeah. So that's her. Lord Hannon, you're next.
So I assume that this house is not very big, so it is Lydian and Kenlial within 30 feet of each other.
Oh God.
Of each other? Yes, they are.
Then I'm going to cast Hold Person on both of them.
Thank God.
At
The
third-
reasonable
'cause at
person,
third
Lord
level,
Hannon.
you can hit 2 people.
Okay.
So they have to make. They have to make Wisdom saving throws.
So from Silvery Barbs, I give myself advantage on this throw.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Ooh, that's a 5 for Kenliala.
I got a 21.
That's a failure. That passes. So Kenlial is parallel.
Great.
Cool.
But, Lydian, unfortunately,
really
Lydian
assuring
is
us of our non-hostile intentions.
Jenna, sorry, what was the damage on the bow attack against me?
The first one was 12. The second one was 7.
Okay.
Yes, but the magic makes it clear that I was trying to impose this on both
Oh,
of
okay.
them. Because there still is, like, I guess, like, magical, like, chains that, like, sort of, like, try to wrap around them, but, like, I guess Lydian just kind of pushes them off.
Yeah. Anything else, Lord Hannon?
I'll use my bonus action to try to get insightful fighting on the other guy.
Okay. And what does
Yeah.
what do I tell you for him?
It's my insight contested with his deception.
Okay. All right. So that's a 6.
I got an 11, so.
Okay. So what do I
No.
tell you here?
So that just means that if I attack him for the next minute, I have sneak attack.
Okay. Gotcha. Wow. That's right. Okay. That's it for you. That brings us to Aquila.
Okay. Theater of the Mind. Can I get with my movement in front of Kenliala?
In front of Kenliala. You have 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
And you already moved inside, so yeah, you could.
Okay, I will get in front of her and basically take a defensive stance in front of her while shouting, all right, we don't need to have a fight about this.
Okay. Dodge action? I assume?
I guess so.
Because, yeah.
I'll command LG to also defend Kenliala.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll for LG. What's he got? Whoa, LG should have gone first.
LG makes it worse and shoots Kenliala.
LG typically holds their first turn until you're, unless it's clear what's happening. So LG would have held its turn.
It's learned
anyway.
so much.
What's LG's modifier though? Because the roll is higher than everybody else, but I don't know what the initiative mod is. Loading. Oh, it doesn't say. Let me roll it just to see. +1. Okay, so yeah, LG would have gone first. 17. LG then uses their turn, waited to be commanded, basically. Rushes over at your side and pulls out the little shield that it has. Anything else, Aquila?
Nope, that's it.
That will bring us to Fullnashed, who probably would walk over, get his spear back, and probably try to thrust it into Lydian again for the chaos that he is sowing. So, Lydian, that is a 21 to hit.
Oh my god, these guys are rough.
I'm actually rolling really well, which is in contrast to last week.
Say.
So I've been rolling over 15 for a lot of these. So that's...
honestly, the confidence that I went in was totally been squashed now. It does.
The most inconsequential fight is when Jenna rolls really well.
Yeah, that is 6 points of piercing damage. Okay. With his first attack. And then second attack, that's a crit.
Cool.
Oh,
brother.
What do we got?
Listen. If Lydian goes down, it's fine. I mean, they will have bested him in combat. Like, they deserve the bow.
I just imagine, Lorhan, this would have been 2 crits if your spell worked.
If it worked, it would have been perfect. We would have just left. It would have been fine.
Hold on. Okay, so that's going to be... oh my god, I rolled really high on that too. 18 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
With the crit.
Yeah, let me subtract
and
that.
he stays there, ready to, keep going until you back off, basically. That's it for Fullnashed. That brings us to Natara.
Okay, Okay, I guess I will walk over to Lydian and probably cast Cure Wounds since he's just taken a lot of damage. And I don't... while I'm frustrated that he incited this, I don't necessarily want him to fully go down. I am going to also pull out my net, but I'm not going to do anything with it yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna be next to Lydian. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. So 1d8.
Right.
What's my spellcasting ability modifier?
For a ranger,
Wisdom mod.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so 1d8 plus 3.
I don't know about you guys, but this fight could use more nets, I think. Natara should just start throwing nets out left, right, center.
It's pulled out. Okay, that's 8 points back for you, Lydian.
Nice. I appreciate
We're all
that.
just screaming to calm down, and Natara's just all right, everyone go under the net.
I did, for the record, I did start off calmly, and I had the intention to be calm about this, but because it's such an integral part of my culture and everything, and I just let my emotions get the best of me, especially because remembering what she did to wrong us and everything.
You're
also probably going to say, Lydian, just stay put.
Your first action was to smash her stew everywhere. I'm not sure that's necessarily.
Yeah, that's fighting words.
I'm gonna tell Lydian to stay where he is also.
Okay. That brings us to Lydian's turn. Lydian, Aquila and LG are between you and Kenliala right now.
Okay, well, I don't want to harm either one of these guys because I'm not evil.
You couldn't even try.
All right. Well, is there? If I was to try to grapple Kenliala, how would I maneuver past these guys?
You'd have to sidestep Aquila, go around Aquila.
Can I try to do that?
Which I will not allow that to happen.
Well, you took the dodge action. That just
right.
Gets out
but
of
if you
the
go past me, I'll get my fucking traveler's shitty dagger out. I'll do it.
You're just gonna shank me over somebody who you don't even know?
Yes.
Okay, so you're sidestepping Aquila and trying.
No, I'm not now because I
I'm
know
asking.
Akila's a fucking prisoner. Like, Akila's got a fucking prison shank.
Mhm.
Hold on.
And Kenliala is paralyzed right now.
Yes,
Yeah, that's why I'm
paralyzed.
stopping this. You're gonna kill this woman if you hit her.
No, I'm not gonna. Okay, I would just say to Aquila, like, I'm not gonna hit her. I just want to get the bow off of her, and then we can leave.
You are done. Someone
Okay,
else can get the bow now.
fine. Then I cast greater invisibility on myself.
God damn it.
Oh my!
Oh my god! Okay.
Can
Anything
I
else?
wait? If he's moving, wait. Never mind. I don't have. Yeah, sorry.
All good.
Ignore me.
Lydian, anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over to Kenliala, and I guess I can't like take off the bow.
I
at
guess
this
can
point.
I feel him moving at all if I'm right next to him?
No, he probably would just step around you.
Okay.
Because I imagine after you cure wounds, you removed your hand from him, and
I guess probably I
he's
did.
because it's touch, but he's moving around now.
Okay.
So I mean,
Lydian.
she is incapacitated.
Should have just.
She's
Oh,
fully
so
paralyzed.
so if she's incapacitated, can I take the bow off of her as a free action?
As your action, you could take it off of her, or was
Oh, so
greater
I'm-
invisibility an action?
That's an action. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it off of her
Okay.
because she can't resist you. You know.
Yeah. Then I take it off of her.
You guys see a frozen bright orange Rito, and the bow that is like over across her shoulder lifts up and over her arm,
And then presumably disappears as well,
and
right?
then disappears. Yes.
Cool.
Anything
Is
else,
there, is
Lydian?
there is there a window nearby?
Yeah, there's a couple windows, but they're closed because it's very cold in this region.
They're not
Yeah,
about
probably-
to be.
They're
I
not
can't-
operable.
I feel like you're not going to let me open a window. On
You
turn.
cannot take that off and then also open a window.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could jump through a window.
I'm just going to try to get to use the rest of my movement to get to the front of the door, like away from everybody else.
Yeah, you pretty much get maybe like 5 feet from the entrance way.
Cool.
Just try to maneuver around people and tables and furniture and stuff. You're still inside a little bit, but you're like 5 feet away from the entrance.
Okay.
Okay,
That's it.
Inari. What would you like to do?
brother. Oh, gosh. I thought this was gonna go so much better than it did.
We didn't kill her. We didn't hurt her even.
Look, man, Anara is all for helping Lydian get this back, but not like this way.
What?
Maybe you should have considered that before you joined Team Lydian, you cop.
How
Yeah, okay, well,
did you want it to go? You know it was going to end poorly in general.
I don't
No,
know.
we
I
didn't
thought
talk
Lydian.
to her. Oh, never tried to talk to her.
I thought Lydian would maybe.
We opened with throwing her stew, and I'm sorry, but if someone came in and threw my stew across the room, that's fighting words. I'm throwing hands immediately.
Okay,
I mean,
first
for
of all,
those of you that are
throwing
in here-
throwing stew is not even words.
For those of you that are in here, you can smell the stew. It was a nice seafood stew.
Oh, Anara doesn't like seafood, so that's fine.
Natara is sad.
Yeah, back in back
Yeah, I guess she's taking stock of the room, and you see her pull out her spear from behind her back, and she just readies it, and she kind of just readies to attack. Obviously doesn't do anything, but if someone attacks them, she'll do it. But the spear is kind of lightly, well, Lydian's gone, so, like, no, yeah, her spear's just out. And she's just kind of, there's a deep sigh, and that's it. That's all she can do.
Inari, you pulling out your spear, see that it matches the spear that Falnash has.
Oh, these guys are
Same
pretty
one.
strong.
Spear besties.
Oh wait,
It's
no,
the
that's
feathered-
not the Lionel
It's
spear.
the feathered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polash and I will need to have a conversation after this is all over. Anyway, let's see. Everything else that I have is very fighting based, and I do not want to fight these guys. So that's all. And Ari's just standing there.
Okay.
And she'll attack if they do.
It's LG's turn. LG did see Falnashed stab Lydian.
I said defend Ken Liala.
And the threat to Ken Liala is gone. And not visible right now.
LG, no. Oh my god.
Legitimately, like, this is... LG would do this. LG has the shield out, and then opens up again, pulls out the blade, the axe that he has, and goes up to the feet of this very large horned owl Rito, and gives a little energy slash.
Okay.
What my character would do.
It's a 12, it misses. But he tries, just kind of like clinks off of some padding. The big guy he barely notices. More concerned with everything that's happening and his friend that is paralyzed. That's LG's turn. Does Ken Liala get to make the save again?
It's at the end of her turn.
And she's incapacitated, so she can't take any actions, so she's going to try to make the save. Oh! That is good. That is going to be a... What's the modifier? A 21. Because I rolled real high there.
She is not affected anymore.
Yeah, she shakes it, but that is the end of her turn. That brings us back to you, Lord Hannon.
I'm just gonna leave. Like, Lydian's assumedly in there somewhere doing something. But, like, I can't cast my spell on him, so, like, we don't really care to be there anymore, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like...
So, as you walk through the door, Kree stands there, steps forward, stopping you in your path, and inside, just kind of gruffly, what is going on in here? And that's gonna end combat.
I didn't know Kree was there. I didn't know Kree was there. I was standing in the doorway. But...
I'm basically saying she
You turn
came
around and
over.
walk away.
Because, yeah, I'm basically saying she came over. Ending combat. We are out of initiative now.
Okay.
Let's snap at LG. LG, stand down.
LG's ready, like, with twisting the blade, ready to swing again. Hears you say this, and, like, looks over, kind of sinks a little, and puts everything away.
I was gonna grapple LG next. Should have grappled Lydia.
Kree goes, where is Lydian?
Can I try to, like, is she in the doorway?
She's, like, right outside the doorway, basically, looking in at the chaos. So she's not, like, blocking the door, necessarily.
Yeah. I would try to...
but Lord Hannon is blocking the doorway now, because he stopped with the...
He's wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to, like, still get past both of them, I think.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Where's my mouse?
Where's Kree's passive?
I got a 15.
Yeah. Neither Kree nor Lord Hannon would notice that, so you get past.
I sneak past, and I'm just, like, outside, and then the minute, I assume, is over, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, as you get outside, you could probably get, like, a distance away, because that all happened, like, in a couple of seconds, so you still have the majority of the minute left, but, everybody in here in the room, like with at least the two Rito, cardinal directions Rito, do freeze and stop at Kree's signal here.
Mhm.
But what is
So
everybody doing?
I just leave the scene, like, go back to if we have like a little camp set up or something, just like
Yeah, across
going
the way.
back
You
there.
go back. Solella's over there. And then probably by the time you're getting back there is when the greater invisibility would drop.
Yeah. But everybody else can feel free to interact or wait for Kree to say something.
Oh, feel free to take the bad rap after you left.
It happens. It's
Cool, great, thanks.
It's a byproduct
Oh my
of
god.
my genius.
Okay.
So Kree said, "Where's Lydian?" Right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell her he turned invisible.
I have see invisibility, but I don't want to use it to waste it on this stupid fight.
Before the cure wounds, I was at 14 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
What
lowest that I've
happens
dropped.
when you instigate?
That is the lowest that I've dropped, I think, ever.
I'm gonna try the soup bowl is on the floor. I'm guessing shattered slightly.
It was a
Like,
wooden
in many
bowl.
small-
It's not shattered.
Oh, okay. Well, great.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm not gonna do anything then.
Maybe it's cracked a
Do
little.
we know?
If it's cracked a little, I'm gonna start mending it.
Yes. Okay.
Do we know? Do we know if Zoella brought Do we have enough that we could get Zoella's soup for this woman?
You guys ate the end of the soup, but there is more stew on the cooking pot over the fire in the very back of the room where Aquila and Ken Liala are. There's more soup. Falnash very slowly puts his spear back over his shoulder.
And Ari does it at the exact same time.
You guys kind of make eye contact, and his big owl eyes kind of unsettling as they're unblinking, but
Let's creep her
just
out. Yeah.
oh. And Ken Liala will push past you, Aquila, and past LG, and steps forward, and just say, how did he?
Let's go.
Is anybody doing it? I don't even know what to do here. This is
Lord
Lydia's mess. We're all left in it here.
Lord Hannon is going to say to her, "Well, you stole the bow. He stole it back. If you want it back, you really only have one recourse. I suppose two, fighting or theft, but that's up to you. And I'm gonna try and leave."
Yeah, Kree sidesteps as you push past her. Oh. Spicy flake in my throat. I'm struggling today, guys. But, yeah, she lets you go past, and as you go outside, you can see Lydian is over back at the site with Solella across the way. Ken Liala just kind of looks at those of you that remain here, Natara and Ari, Aquila, LG, and also Kree, and just kind of goes and sits back down, like she's not gonna try. And Falnast goes and starts cleaning up the soup on the floor.
Let's leave.
Yeah, I'll just silently leave.
You guys going outside. The last of you, I imagine, shuts the door behind, and you all get outside and see Laura Hannon's heading over to where you guys had stayed that night before, and Lydian is over at the fire with Solella.
Oh, brother.
And I just shake my
You guys-
head at Lydia.
You guys want any leftover soup before we hit the road?
Like, I get there like first, and I start like going over my notes with Lydia and giving him pointers on how to better intimidate and steal from people.
Oh
I
my
appreciate
God.
that, genuinely.
I
What
am
do you
just-
say?
Well, I'm like, well, your first error was coming in and throwing the bowl of stew.
And I would say yes. Like I am aware my emotions did get the best of me. What would you have said for an intimidation method instead?
Well, I like to, if I've made it that far and I'm choosing intimidation as my tactic, I like to state my intentions.
Right.
There's often nothing more intimidating than being direct.
And what if your aggressor has put you in the face of a man-killing beast? Does that up the ante whatsoever? Can you, like...
the we killed that Lionel bitch. I thought that was great.
Good, thank you. Okay, wonderful. This is actually a very productive conversation. I'm glad Lorhannen is responding positively.
The rest of you get over there. Kree behind, because I believe she still has half movement. I think that's the second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I don't have it up. So she kind of lags behind and walks past all of you and straight up to you, Lydian. Holds out her wing.
I would unstrap the bow and hand it over to her.
And she takes it and immediately snaps it in half.
What are you doing?
This bow has been disgraced.
That's a thing, Mom? I didn't know that. What? What? Bows can be disgraced?
Falcon bows can.
Ugh.
By her using this,
I agree. It was...
no Rito captain shall ever use this bow again. Hearth will make a new one.
Okay, I guess I just assaulted a woman because for no reason now.
No, this was the outcome. This is what needed to happen.
Okay, a cool thank you would be nice.
Well, you did not do it with much class.
But I did it. I didn't see you doing anything.
You told me to stay behind. You told me to wait
Yeah.
here.
Okay, so that was the first time you've ever listened to me.
Well, are you not the leader of this group? I am just a guest.
No, I've said no, it's a team effort. Right, guys? And I look back to Akila looking so pissed off.
Who's the leader of this group?
I was like mad before Kree snapped it. Now that she snapped it, Akila is fuming.
I'm looking at Akila and Denari and just like, I think she's making up rules as she's going along.
Kree, there's no leader of the group, okay? We all provide an equal... You saw us take down that Lionel. Not one of us could do it, like, and not one of us was commanding the rest of them.
I just don't see how this little group will function.
Okay.
We've functioned pretty well the past few weeks.
Yes, we didn't break our wings in the mountain.
You didn't fall thousands of feet.
Because I didn't attack the guardian beast head on.
We didn't attack it.
I'm sorry, Kree. I have to side with my friend Akila here.
Oh, are we friends now?
What do you mean now? We're always friends.
It seems like a second ago, I was a criminal conspirator.
I forget what we're talking about.
What is Kree doing with the snapped bow?
Oh, she just tossed it to the ground.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Okay.
I don't even know what
This
do.
is
This
on-
episode was titled Nest, Sweet Nest.
This is very far off the
It was
rails.
it
of
was
what
an
I intended.
ironic title, I guess.
Oh my god. I forget. Akila, why are you mad at me? I'm really sorry. I actually don't remember why.
You broke into a woman's house.
Oh yes, no, that was not her house. It was a guild station or something. She was just stationed there.
I pick up the pieces of the bow.
Do you want them in the bag of holding?
No, I'll keep them on my person.
Okay. I would just say, like, Mother, listen, I try my best to impress you by killing a Lionel with my friends, and you say, why aren't you leading this group? I try my best to get back your sacred bow, and you snap it in my face. Is there anything I could do to make you happy as your son? Then maybe I should just lay down and die. Great, okay. I'm off to go save the entire fucking continent, Mom.
Perhaps I've been somewhat tough on you. What you did as a group against the Taluses, against the Lionel, in those combats was impressive. Absolutely it was. I just want you to be the best, Lydian. Quite honestly.
The best what?
Just the best version of my son you could be.
Well, that's a sweet sentiment, and I agree. I think I really do shine well with this group here. Your insistence on a leader is quite perturbing because quite frankly, any one of us could have gotten, killed at any point had we not had the others behind us. And it's such a valuable lesson that I've learned, and an integral part of myself, that being part of a team is who I am, and being part of a team is how the most viewpoints can get shared and the most damage can be done in a combat setting.
The Rito Warriors, we have a much more individualistic mindset of things. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps we, too, might function better as a whole unit, rather than two divisions. But I guess I see how I've hurt you. And I ask for forgiveness.
Well, thank you for seeing reason. I accept your apology. I hope that we can just move on from this point and maybe not, gatekeep so many things with the Rito warriors and everything. Like, that it's a perfectly good bow. If we can mend it, maybe our archer friend can make use of it.
It's just only for Rito captains to use. And that ranger, used it before any Rito captain could.
I don't know.
It's just not right.
If you're just gonna snap bows in front of us, like yes, I'm all for tradition and everything, but it's a perfectly working weapon. I mean, like, if I'm not a perfectly working, soldier, are you gonna discard me, or are you gonna let the bow still get its best use, while it's still functioning? Let the bow be the best version of itself despite being disgraced.
suppose what you do with it beyond my sight is entirely up to you. I've done my part in destroying the thing. I guess I could not stop you if I didn't know that it was repaired and in use elsewhere. So there's that.
It's important, yes. I think it's important to attach value to certain things at certain times and good for sentimental purposes and everything, but I think it's just we got to make use with what we have and our resources on hand. So that's all.
Fine.
I'm going to go forage for food.
I'll join you.
Yeah,
I'd rather
me
go
too.
alone.
Me too.
We're all just like, nope.
I'd rather go alone. So you can go in a different direction than me if you want.
Okay.
Sure.
I will just take a short rest, honestly.
Yeah.
If they're all spending an hour, I'm going to spend an hour just resting and healing.
Okay. Lydian takes a rest at the awkward, silent campsite with the rest of his family, and the four of you go off and forage. Give me survival rolls for.
I lied. I'm not actually foraging.
Okay. Well, the others that might actually be foraging, are you foraging?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got an 11. I broke even, baby, for once.
What we got?
Sorry.
An 11.
Okay.
I got 13.
Okay.
I got 20.
Okay. Over the course of the hour, Lorhannon and Inari, you guys are looking, doing your best, but not coming up with much. And at the end of the hour, when you do return, Natara has found 6 pounds of food, of foraged food.
Thank God for Natara.
So,
Yeah.
that's that. Aquila, what are you doing over this hour then?
I circle around the back of the Ranger's lodge and I knock on one of the windows.
Okay. Yeah, you knock on the window. The drapes are pulled aside so that it is open. You can see inside. You see Ken Liala eating soup, and across the room, Falnasht has like his arms crossed, and they're talking, and they both look up, look at the window.
Hold up the two broken ends of the bow and cast mending to repair it.
And it is repaired because it's just the cross section.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say.
Yeah, it's less than men's in your hand. They watch.
I will hold it as if I'm, like offering.
Yeah, they come over, open the window. I know I said they were non-operable, but that's not good for ventilation. So
fuck?
they were shut. They were shut. The windows are shut.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
But it's bad for ventilation, so they would be operable technically.
It's bad for ventilation.
Hyrule building standards.
And Ken Liala gets up, opens the window, and why?
Because it was wrong. And I will hand it to her.
Thanks. She takes
I'm
it,
sorry.
the whole thing through the window, puts it back over around her back.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm sorry and then leave.
She kind of watches, lingers in the window for a moment, and then pulls it shut again. And at the end of this hour, after all of that, it's probably still like 8:30. So you do still have a good day ahead of you. If you guys want to make it back, there shouldn't be any problem there.
God, please.
You guys reconvene.
So are we returning to Rito Village, or we to be on our way?
I think we should go to Rito Village. See if we
Is
can get
the-
any information.
Best course of action, yes, if we want to investigate the divine beast.
Okay.
Lydian, how you looking now after that rest? You back up?
Yeah, so I used my Song of Rest, 4 hit dice, and I'm going to use 2nd level healing words. That's... Yeah, okay. Back up to the initial stab damage.
Okay. You guys pack up, I assume? Get ready to head to Rito then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I might ask, out of curiosity, like just to have the interaction while we're on the way back to the Rito village, I would ask Aquila if she has those pieces of the bow, and if I could, or if she could cast mending on them so that we could give them to Natara or something.
I'll do it later. I had to repair her quarterstaff as well.
Okay.
Okay. You guys begin making your way back. For the sake of expediting things a bit, that was already very eventful. I'm not going to have you roll something to make the day interesting.
We made our own random encounter.
Yeah, that was so random.
That was 101 on the die, or the d20, right? So it was 21 on the die.
Yeah, I mean, walking back, it is, yeah. So it is very, very, very windy today. And so the Rito that, I mean, they would stick with you guys anyway to walk with Kree, but flying back is out of the question for the folks that are able to fly, that are with you guys. So you guys spend the day making the walk back around to Tory Lake, and towards the end of the day, find yourselves at Rito Stable once again at the entrance to the ground entrance to Rito Village. Bustling a little bit, though not even as crowded as it was a few days ago when you were last here. Golly, the owner, with the blonde hair, bushy mustache, is still behind the counter. There's the stable hand woman over by the horses, and let's see. Who else is here? They're not. The lumberjacks, the Hylian and Rito lumberjacks are over at the lumber area. You know what? As well as who would be over there? A very large man, bulky man with lots of blonde hair, big bushy mustache, very broad, and beard, full like beard and mustache. And the beard has like a little braid on it too, and he's over there with the lumberjacks. But I think beyond that, there is a greenish Rito, a grayish green Rito, who has an easel set up and is painting, facing the village, and it's just kind of like a nice end of the day here at the stable.
Is that, do I recognize the painter as 5?
Yes, that is 5.
I'll walk up to 5 and ask him what he's painting.
Ah, hello. You're, oh, I'm glitching. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, hello, you're, Solella. Oh, yeah, Solella. He sees Solella, who joins over with you guys. How are you? Is this your boy? Locreate? No.
Close.
She goes, Lydian. It's Lydian. Right. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, just fine. A little bit banged up, I guess. We were just traveling. I wanted to ask about what you were painting.
Oh, well, I just really wanted to capture Rito Village right now, and I'm trying to get that thing in the sky. So I'm trying to paint that into, and you can see like a nice like painting of like the whole like rocky spire of Rito Village with the wrapping buildings around it and the various buildings on the other spires in the lake, with like a nice early sunset background to it. And he's working on the thing in the sky, the avian divine beast.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit detached from the group right now, so if you don't mind, I would just like sit on a log and just kind of watch him paint.
Certainly. And he gets back to work, kind of chit-chatting with Solella as he does. What are the rest of you doing here?
I'd ask him if he's noticed any details that stand out about his subject, the avian divine beast.
That's a good question.
I know also that we're at the stable, but I played the Rito Night music because we haven't heard it yet, and I figured it fit.
Let me see. You know, as I'm painting this, it's so stiff up there, the wingspan, and it's funny, I was trying to capture it, just trying to capture the tail feathers and all. It has feet. You know that? I wonder if it could perch. It's crazy to think something that massive.
Let's hope it doesn't, and it stays up there.
Oh, certainly.
Thank
Saw
you.
that
That's
blast.
very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else doing anything here?
And I will go sit next to Lydian. Been a long day for you. Already.
Yeah, you could say that. Took more damage from my stupid dumb actions than I did from the Lionel.
Well, while the actions weren't the best, I maybe understand why you did what you did. Maybe part of it was wanting your mother's approval. Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. I have all these spells that I keep popping up, and various gods and goddesses speaking through me and everything, and I can only think like maybe this will be the one. Maybe this will be the one. Just
Wait, various gods and goddesses, not just one.
well, I don't know. All the magic comes through different sources and everything. I assume they're all like minor gods or something that all serve Hylia.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know where I get my magic from, so I can't exactly critique. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe we didn't go about it the right way, but I'm sure everyone will come around.
I just don't think talking would have done anything, but maybe that's just my clouded foresight. I don't know.
I think we are used to attacking things, and it's been a while since we've been among civilizations, so
that's right.
Don't blame you.
After this whole thing at Rito's over, and we can, hopefully you can see that interaction with my mother, why I was so eager to leave home.
I saw immediately. I immediately knew. She opened her mouth up. I mean, I respect her for my own personal reasons, but I can understand why you don't like her.
That's the thing. I like her. I want to like her, and I hope that she likes me. And I'm glad that she said what she said about me being myself and all, but it just seems like she's always one step ahead in the moving the goalposts. Oh well, I mean, I know that you're not super open about your mother, but I really appreciate your words and all.
Yeah, I mean, you all get to meet her soon enough, so I want to leave some mystery for that. God knows it was. Lilia knows she won't.
So after the whole Rito thing is concluded, and I don't know if we're gonna go up to that thing in the sky or not. Did you? I mean, where would you want to go next? I don't know if you have an inkling to go home or if you want to circle back to Death Mountain.
Nari will pull out the very crumpled, fucked up letter that she's been hiding and keeping in her pocket, and she will pass it over to Lydian. I didn't want to go home, but I don't know if we have an option. And I will share it with you. Let me pull it up.
I mean, I'm sharing it with him right now.
Oh, okay, sick. Awesome.
With me or with the greater group?
Just with you.
Okay.
No one else is seeing this.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Ben, I don't want to hear a word. I don't want to hear a word, Ben. Literally every single session.
Are we having secret characters now? This is pretty lame.
Every single session.
Oh yeah, did you roll your D100 first?
Yeah. Got him. Got his ass.
This is quite literally the first secret that I think I've ever been exposed to ever in the history of us playing D&D.
You should have it. I don't know if you can see it, Matt. But it is under handouts under letters.
Handouts, letters. Okay, I'll check it out.
So we'll cut back to this. What are the rest of you doing?
We have to find lodging for the evening, don't we?
Let's see. Okay, you guys good.
Natara is grateful that she doesn't have to get into the trough this time.
True.
She's like looking over, like, thank God. I don't have to go anywhere.
She has nightmares about that.
Watching a horse just have the sloppiest drink right now. Do we want to camp here or get rooms?
Kree will pipe up to those of you that are over there talking about this. Well, we are right here. We could go to... You guys could stay in the inn. But we could go to Ale Feathers first, if you would like. Get that rounded before there's no more beer here.
Fair.
I can ensure that you have accommodations here in Rito Village. You don't have to worry about it. We know the owners. It's up to you though if you would prefer to camp. I don't know you guys that well.
Where would the inn be located on the spire?
It's right at the base, right next to Ale Feathers.
So I probably wouldn't have a good view of the night sky, would I?
Well, I mean,
I'm asking you in general.
I mean,
if it's at the base, like, is there like paths overhead?
So I mean, like it winds up, but it's very vertical, and all of the structures you guys can see it. Like it's kind of far away, and the sun is setting, and kind of blinding because you're looking west and the sun is setting. but like all of the buildings, like all the structures that are fixed to that spire are very wide open. If they don't have like a fabric patch, it's just like an open bay, basically. So you would be able to look out really far and have a very clear night sky. It just wouldn't be directly above you.
That's what I would want to look up at. I'm guessing the beast is still directly overhead of the town, right?
It circles around Tory Lake, so it's circling the town. So it's not directly above it.
Okay.
It's in
How high up is it?
Thousands and thousands of feet.
Okay.
Probably about, I don't know. I don't know much about elevations for aircraft, but maybe like about
Don't look at
10,000 feet or so.
Sure, sounds reasonable. Then yeah, if we all want to spend a night at an inn, we can do that. It's whether we want to pony up funds for it.
No, I'm saying I would ensure you are accommodated. You would not need funds.
Well,
Okay.
when Lydian and Anari rejoin us, we can proceed to Alefeathers then.
Sounds good.
So I read through Inari's letter, and I would just say, like, thank you for sharing. I truly had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. My mother doesn't tell me anything. She speaks in cryptic riddles. So there's
Your mother-
something wrong.
Your mother speaks too cryptically, and my mother speaks too bluntly, it appears.
They'd probably be very good friends if they met each other. It's either that or they would absolutely hate each other. I'm actually starting to lean towards the latter, but that would be funny. Yes. So I'm trying to say things without spoiling it because I'm
Right,
not telling
right.
the rest of the group. But
I-
yeah.
I would just-
You guys want to hop in the secret channel of secrets?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
I think
it's
we're good. I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
I don't think it's super
detailed.
necessary. I think I would just
Yeah.
wrap things up with like an understanding hug.
Yeah, Anari will hug him back.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
One
it would
more.
be extremely awkward.
Yeah. And Ari's like, wait, what the fuck? But yeah. So she'll share everything, and I guess we'll walk back toward the group.
I am about to pipe up, but I feel like there's a lot of tension and ill will towards me, so I will just kind of like let other people kind of lead us for the night. I don't want to be bombastic all the time.
Kree has offered to buy us that round at Alefeathers and secure us lodging for the evening at the inn.
Sounds good.
I mean, can't say no to that.
Yeah, and as the two of you go and rejoin the group, Solella gives Five a hug over where he's painting and starting to clean up and everything for the evening as the sun sinks below the mountains in the distance. And you guys begin making your way across the spans of bridges. There are... Wait, I have like a whole thing for this I wrote, don't I?
We're finally going to Rito Village. It only took like 4 weeks, but we.
You're right.
Long wooden bridges span between pillars of rock, connecting one to another as a winding path into the main village. Though they sway slightly in the breeze and sag at their centermost points, they appear to be well constructed and maintained. As you each step onto the first bridge, the wooden planks creak beneath your feet, and as more of you follow, stepping onto the creaky bridge, it begins to sag further under your weight. Though it holds strong. The rails along either side feature a design angular in form. Lydian, this is basically traditional Rito design that you've seen on signs around town and in Solella's pottery, too. As you cross, a strong breeze picks up around you, whipping your hair and looser possessions around you. Just as you adjust to the wind, a terrifying call rings out from above, a blood-curdling screech of a bird of prey, though somewhat hollow and metallic in sound. You all gaze upward to what you know to be the source, it's nighttime, so there's no shadow, as the glowing lights of the creature far above loom above. Squinting at the figure, damn it, I wrote this to be during the day. You get a good sense of the beast's magnitude, being below it now. Though it glides thousands of feet in the air, its presence is overwhelming. You all freeze as it slowly passes, and you are left on this wooden bridge, now swaying intensely as the massive mechanical beast crows once again, the sound echoing off the landmasses that surround you, though Solella, rather unfazed. It seems as though the cawing that it makes has been not uncommon in the village. And so you all press on, going across this bridge, reaching the first spire. Just a small path on a patch of grass, some rocks, and some trees. Continuing on to the next bridge, crossing, reaching the next spire, higher up than the last, as the bridges are on an incline. Similarly, grasses, a little pond with a couple small fish reside here on this spire, and you continue on across the last bridge, finally reaching the base of Rito Village. You ascend the steps that welcome you at the front, and a small little statue sits in an alcove carved into the main massive rock spire that this village is built upon. A wooden path winds to your right, and as you pass by a little landing platform. I believe that's the first thing. Let me double check the order. Let's top this. Oh no, you don't pass that. You pass by a very small house-looking building, and then continue on to Lydian, the general goods store, passing the landing, passing the inn, and arriving at another building with a sign painted above it, Ale Feathers, Restaurant and Bar. The folks that are familiar with the region lead the way in, and you come into a open-air bar scene. Walking in, who's all here. And I need to look at this. There is a woman server behind the counter, and a group of 3 Rito males sitting at a table just off the bar. It's rather empty in here, though there are a few other folks around. And there is also a small little stage that no one is occupying at the moment. And you walk in. Kree looks around, kind of like counts. To you, Aquila points down at LG. One for that, or?
It doesn't drink or eat, no.
Okay, got it. Lita, could we please get 8 Tabitha lagers, please?
7. I need to have my wits about me.
Oh, excuse me. Would you prefer anything else?
Do they have a tea or of some sort?
You have water?
Sure.
I'm sure you could make a Saflina tea if you wanted. And so Lita behind the counter goes and starts pouring all of the Tabitha beers for each of you. Are you taking a table or sitting at the bar?
Table might be nice. It's a lot of us.
Yeah, you guys push 2 together so that there's room for 8 and take a seat. Lydian, as the crowd kind of clears, you recognize the 3 Rito that are across the way.
Oh boy.
So I see, I assume Mixo, Locrian, and Kavos? Or no? Who's the last?
I hope you guys have done your best Jets and Sharks impersonation right now.
Masley. Actually, yeah, most of you would recognize him as well. Masley. The Rito that was posted at the flight range when you all were there.
Oh.
Awesome.
Wait, Masley, sorry,
Is that the
remind
right
me
one?
again. Where's
It was
Masley?
Teba and another woman, and then
Yeah,
it was
no, and then it wasn't it
then it was Masley, right?
Masley?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so Masley, I
He's
I
the
will
sort of
point
bro.
over. I will point over to my friends and I will say, those are all my childhood friends. I grew up with them.
Yes, we met some of them earlier.
I mean, I know you're familiar with Masley, but the other is Mixo and Locrian.
Mixo. Okay.
Yeah. I will make myself scarce, and I'm gonna go overhead and talk to them. I think see if I can garner some positive vibes.
As Lydian leaves, the Rito behind the bar comes over, arms full of a whole bunch of cups for each of you, filled to the brim with Tabitha, and doles them out, and then has the other one, and then goes to lead to bring it over to Lydian as he is gone. Cree raises her glass and just says, I know it has been a bit awkward, but I want to thank you all for what you've done for me. I am truly indebted to each and every one of you, including Lydian, but I'm so appreciative and so happy to be home. So, thank you. Just kind of does a little cheers thing.
Cheers.
Yeah. But Lydian, yeah, you go over to the 3 guys, and as you come over, very excitedly, Masley and Mixo are like, Lydian! And Locrian's like, Lydian!
Ooh.
I'd just be like, hi, how's it going, fellas? What have you guys been up to?
Oh my gosh. Masley pipes up, oh, well, me and Locrian have been, doing the whole Rito Warrior thing. It's been good. How have you been, though? Where have you been? I met your friends.
Yeah, it's been great. We've traveled all the way. I'll pull out my map, I guess, at this point. And I'll just say, we traveled all the way here to the Great Plateau, and then we went up to Akala, and down around there, and we passed underneath Hyrule Great Forest, and we ended up back here when we heard the Divine Beast, everything happening with that, and the towers that sprung up, and the brewery, oh my god, right?
Oh yeah, I know. And Mixo's like, yeah, but they're working on it. We'll get it back. We have enough left for. I mean, probably not with the way we drink, but we got some still to go. So.
Always the optimist, Mixo, aren't you?
Yeah, and I mean, you've been gone, but I've been playing here a lot at night.
Yeah.
Not tonight though. It's pretty quiet, so it's just us here.
So, what's your nightly take like? Does it rival mine yet, or no?
Oh, I mean, I could never, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You keep practicing. Remember that one time you forgot to tune your instrument and everybody called you off stage?
Yeah. yeah. Gotta bring that up. And Locrian kind of sternly you don't gotta, Lydian, you don't gotta do that.
Oh,
Come on.
tension.
How have you been, Lo?
Fine. I mean, just protecting the village.
Yeah, protecting the village.
Oh.
You did
Yeah.
a great job with the giant monster over above
Oh,
us.
okay.
Was not my division.
Oh.
Well, math was never your strong suit either.
Oh my gosh.
Masley
Just-
and Mixo
that's a
crack
bard
up
insult.
at this. They